When you write your research paper, you are showing your reader in your works cited page the works that you have researched. You may have summarized, paraphrased, or used quotes and integrated them within your essay. You're not only citing your sources in the last pages, the works cited pages, but you're also citing them within your essay. Most sources tend to have an author. An MLA has particular rules for the ways that you can cite the authors within the works cited page themselves and within the essay. For example, let's take a look at Alan Thean Durning's source. So we see here in the works cited page, this is how MLA would style the name with the last name, comma, and first name, period. So when you quote from this particular source within your essay, let's say this quote is coming from your essay, what you are doing is the following. The last name that you see here is what you're going to end up seeing within the essay. So Durning 200. So if your source has a page number included, author's last name, no comma whatsoever, and then the page number along with the period, this is how it is formatted. It doesn't mean that you have to have only one particular way of acknowledging or giving credit to the original author. What you could do is this. You could mention your author by name over here, and then writes, comma, and then quote, include his quote, no comma whatsoever here or period, the number, the page number, and then the period. And then over here, if you want to include, for variety's sake, his last name at the very end, you can do so. And here's the page number with a period. Let's also take a look at sources with two authors, like this one, for example, Anne Bernays and Pamela Painter. So in the works cited page, this is exactly how you are supposed to style it. Last name, comma, first name, comma, and first last name, period. So this is how you style two authors. Okay, but when it comes to the actual essay and writing the in-text citations or the parenthetical citations, what you're including is just their last names. So you're quoting from the author and the authors and what they have to say, and then you have their last names inside of the parentheses, the parenthetical citation, with the page number, and the period goes at the very end. Okay? And you're not putting the period before the quote, you're just putting it at the very end. And then for the second example right over here, again, it depends on you. You're varying your sentence style. You could begin with, as Bernays and Painter explain, comma, quote, and the quote and the page number goes at the very end. Now, if you have a source that does not have a page number, you can put the period before the quote. But if it has a page number, don't include the period. Just include it right over here. Okay, so what about if you have a source with 3 or more authors, like this one? So you only mention in the works cited page last name, comma, first name, comma, AL, period. You don't mention the other authors. And within your actual essay, okay, so you're summarizing and you're quoting over here. So what you have is the last name, Wayland, AL, and then the page number, and then every time you summarize from the source, you're putting in the page number, and this is what you're doing here. What about a source with no author whatsoever? In MLA, even though they have these core elements set up, you can certainly skip core elements if they are not present in the original source. So what you have here is the title of the source, and what you're going to do is the following. You are going to just take apart this particular title and include it in the parenthetical citation. So let's review. If you are citing your author in the Works Cited page, the way you style it is last name, comma, first name, period. Within the parenthetical citation, last name, page number, if it's available, and then the period. For two authors in the Works Cited page, last name, comma, first name, comma, and first last name, period. Within the parenthetical citation, last name and page number if it's available. So there are two last names. And for three or more authors, in the Works Cited page, last name, comma, first name, comma, AL period. And then within the parenthetical citation, last name, AL, page number if available. If you have no author mentioned in the Works Cited page, begin with the title if it's available, or MLA says you can create your own title to capture the essence of the source. And in the parenthetical citation, the title, or if the title is too long, keep the beginning parts, so shorten it.